Okay, so I was asked to do or to show the makeup that I had on the other day, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to use the same exact one that I did, although it really doesn't matter what brand you use. I used CoverGirl Ink It. I do recommend the, if you can open it, the mechanical brushes or pencils, not the pencils that you have to sharpen, because it goes on smoother, which means it's easier to get on, and it's going to be smoother on your eye, because when you see where I'm going to put this one, you're going to prefer it. So now I'm going to show you what I do, and then I'm going to go ahead and use a mirror because it's going to be so much easier than doing it with the webcam. So what you want to do is lift your eye like this, because you're going to put it right here underneath the eyelashes, okay? So on the top, you're going to do it all the way across, okay? So start in the middle. Okay, I'm already having a hard time seeing it. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've done this enough that I don't have to continue holding up my eyelid like that. I can do it, and yeah, it'll start to annoy me a little bit, especially on the inner side, but it's really not that bad once you've done it enough. Um, so, but again, underneath the lashes. Um, okay, so as you can see, it's right underneath the lashes there, okay? And then you want to do the underside too, but only from the inner lid, okay, right there, to about halfway across, okay? Again, I'm going to do it in my mirror because doing it in the webcam is harder for me. I'm doing it so that you can see it on the webcam, but for me, doing it on the webcam is very difficult, okay? So again, you only want it on the inner lid, okay? Right up against the lashes. Now, you can see, unfortunately, I'm got a little, I washed my face last night, but it's hard, it's because it's right up inside your lid like that, you can see that this eyelid has none on it. See the difference there versus there, okay? Now look at the difference between the two eyes. I hate the fashion lingo where look at how her eye pops. But it really does make an eye pop. I'm sorry, you can hear the Pandora radio going. There's a commercial going on. Let me pause that, or not pause it, but no, it does pause when you mute it. Sorry for the commercial. I thought some classical music in the background might be nice, but unfortunately there's a commercial right now. But you can see that this black, and that's what I'm using right now, black, does, it really makes the eye just come out at you, okay? So I did the one eye, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. So do the same thing on both eyes. Remember, it's easier when you do it in a mirror to go ahead and pull up the eyelid, right? Okay, and again, it's hard for me to do it in there, in the webcam, and look in the webcam, which is why I'm doing it. Thankfully, I've done it enough that I can do it without pulling my eyelid up anymore. But the first few times, probably the first multiple times you do it, you're going to need to do it by pulling your eyelid up. See? Sorry, I'm speaking Spanish to you. Yeah. So the only problem when you do it this way is sometimes you'll get a little fleck in your eye, or it'll feel like you have. So be careful. Okay. So remember, the upper eyelid you do all the way across, okay? Be careful because you might get some up onto the upper eye. You don't want it on the upper eyelid. You just want it down underneath, okay? And then remember, the lower eyelid, you're only going halfway across from the outer eyelid to the middle, okay? Unfortunately, I'm getting it all over my eye right now, okay? So then what you have to do is clean it off. So this one I can do a little bit easier. This one, let's see here. I'm going to lower this a little bit so that I can actually, oh, hold on. You can see I accidentally got some to the inner eye, which I did not want. I prefer it all over there. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Look at them. Okay, so I'm pretty content with that. Now, that is definitely by far the difficult part, okay? Once you've gotten that part done, you're pretty good to go. So then you get to the fun part where you get to pick your color. Now, you may have seen one picture where I had a gold one, which is actually the same brand, and it's a thin line, and I just used that. The one that people have been commenting on was actually a thick line, which was CoverGirl Flamed Out a thick pencil. Thick pencils are fun. You can have fun with those. I have green eyes. Green eyes are brought out really well with purple. So I use a lot of different colors, a lot of different brands. This is called Tarte. It's a purple color that works well. Ulta has a lot of different colors that work well. There's this Wild Berry, Devil's Food, Smoke Signals, and then I just have a bunch of other ones that work really well. I happen to be wearing a purple colored top today, so I'm actually going to use the Tarte one because it works so well. It's not super sharp, but that's okay because you actually like a thick line with this because it'll work well. But if you want to sharpen it, make sure you get a good sharpener, one that has 2 sharpeners because it's going to be thick. So this one, generally, I actually probably wouldn't have used this, but because I want to get a decent line, you do not have to have a thin line because you want it to be thick here, okay? And I'll be honest, I never smudge this. I just go ahead and leave it thick. And again, all the way across on the top, okay? And then I start midway where the black stopped and go there. And go to the outer corner, okay? And I never do just one straight swoop. I just kind of do little short, God, words are failing me, short little dashes across, okay? Make it so that you're happy with it, okay? And then the other eye. I always start on the inside and go out. And then go out in. Basically, I always start on the corners and move in. I like a thick line. I like it to look nice and thick. And then I like to clean it up. On the bottom, I don't like a thicker line. I like a thinner line on the bottom. I don't know why, I just do. And then I've lost the cap somewhere. Oops. Well, I don't need that right this second. Oh, there it is. And then the last step for me is mascara. I have pretty sensitive eyes, so my mascara has to be pretty good for sensitive eyes. I use Clinique Glossy, something, I don't know what it's called, but it's in a silver container, and I always do just several quick little brushes. I always make sure to get all of them, and I do the bottom as well. For me, mascara is very important with this, especially if you're using black on the inner corner, on the inner lid of your eyes. I have used gray, especially if I'm using a lighter color for the eyes. I think the gray will look better that way. If you're using like, unless you want like a really popping eye. So that is what I did to get the eye pop. I'll take a picture of this so that you can see it, and see what it looks like, because I think the video turns out a little different looking, but that is what I do. I hope you like it. Thank you.